my normal videos. It's still involving food, but it's involving my food shop. And for the next 2 weeks, I have got £100, and that has to last for the next 2 weeks, so £50 a week. And I'm going to show you the ways in which I do that. The first way in which I'm doing that is shopping reduced. I said to my husband, I need to fill up the freezer with whatever I can find that's reduced to keep costs a bit lower this week and next week. And yesterday I went up and, like, in the evening thought there'd be more reduced items, and there was not a single thing. But I went this morning at 9 o'clock and I hit the jackpot, and I will show you that now. As I said, I hit the jackpot this morning and I'm very happy with this. And people might say, why didn't you meal plan first? Well, when you're in a tight week, yes, you must meal plan when you do your shop. But what I do first is go and see if I can get any reduced items and then work with that. Because obviously, if you're meal planning for, say, savoury mince, you're going to have to go and buy this if it isn't on offer. So I let the reductions tell me what we're having this week or the next week, and yeah, that's how I work. So now I've got this, which I will show you in a second exactly what I got and what I paid. I will make a meal plan based on that and what I've got already at home. So first off, I went to the fruit and veg reductions. There wasn't a great deal. There was carrot sticks and things, but if I was going to do that, I think they were 60 something pence. Well, I can buy a full bag of carrots for less than that, so I don't bother. But the good thing that we eat every week was strawberries, £2.31 instead of £3.40. So these are like an eyeball thing, so I put them in the fridge and we'll eyeball when they need to go in the freezer. But usually these don't last that long. I put them with yogurts and stuff for my children for breakfast, and my children have supper before bed, and sometimes they'll have a yogurt or some strawberries. So that was a bargain find for me. Bagels for the freezer, 65p instead of £1.90. So perfect for lunch boxes, perfect to put in the freezer. White finger rolls, 56p instead of 90p. So perfect with hot dogs. Burger buns, 57p. Well, white backs, I call them burger buns. Again, lunch boxes to have burgers. You'll see in a second why these will come in handy. Normal white rolls, which these are always, for some reason, on offer in my local Tesco's, like reduced, so people aren't buying them. I paid 68p instead of 120. I always put these in my freezer. They're brilliant to make pizza baps with. And soft pitters, my husband likes pitters. These were 59p instead of 115, so I got 2 packs. This is just a portion of how much reduced stuff was in the bread aisle. It was absolutely overflowing. Some of them I thought weren't reduced enough for it to be worth it for me, because I wouldn't usually buy them. So there was tea cakes. I don't usually buy tea cakes to do toasted tea cakes, but if they were less money I probably would have and put them into my meal plan. But I think they were something like, they were 120 and they were reduced to like £1 or something, and I was like, nah. If they're 50p, 60p, then yeah. But so this is stuff we will eat, and that's what I always say. No point getting anything, even if it's on sale, if it's reduced, if you don't usually eat it, because it will sit there and it's just wasted money, isn't it? Now onto the good stuff. Chicken sausages. I paid £1.80 instead of £2.65. I'm going to make something with them. I got 2 of the 5%, I think it's 250 grams of steak mince, 5% fat, £1.84. I picked up 2 of them. I'm making something with them today, one of them, the other one go in the freezer. This is what I wanted for these burger buns. 4 British beef £1/4 pounder burgers, £2.09 instead of £2.49. That might not sound like a huge saving, 40p, but these are good quality burgers, and £2.9. I was taking them home with me. And beef stewing steak. I'm making something with these today as well to go in the freezer. £2.49 instead of £3.49. Again, this is all stuff we'd eat, so that's why it's bargain. Ignore how messy it is, it always gets like this. So we've got these. I'm actually going to, I think I might do some kind of like steak wedge with horseradish with these in the week, so I'm going to bear that in mind for when I meal plan. Actually, I'm going to go and get a piece of pen paper now so that I can write this all down. Otherwise, I'm going to forget what we've got. So baguettes equals steak wedge. There we go. What else have we got? So these sort of things just live in the freezer. These are what I call sort of like emergency grab and go meals. We have one sausage roll. That'll be a lunch for me one day. We've got potato waffles. My kids used to always eat potato waffles, and now no one seems to like them. So I think I'm going to have potato waffle lunches, maybe with beans and stuff for dinners. We'll see. So let's get in here. Ice lollies. We've got enough ice lollies. The pizza bats and the sandwiches, remember, are for the summer holidays. We've prepped them. Right, I'm going to put everything down, start getting stuff out. More bread rolls. I love having a stock of bread rolls. You can't go wrong. You can, the breakfast, dinner, tea, you've got something. If you've got some cheese, you can make toasties. It's just perfect to have. Then you've got a fair whack of chips. More lollies. Now, let's see. More bread rolls. Like I said, bread rolls. And these are all reduced bread rolls. I don't put bread rolls in here unless I buy them reduced. More pizza bats for some holidays. Now, what's this? Fish cakes. I probably won't plan anything with these. My children aren't a huge fan. They prefer fish fingers. My husband likes these. So if he's like working a different time than when we're having tea or whatever, I keep these so that I can make a quick meal for him. So I'm not going to really use these. See, that's why I've got a stock of them. They're sort of like a grab and go, throw it in the air fryer for my husband. Dip tea, but most of the time he's home when we have tea. These were given to me. My husband doesn't particularly like wings, but if it comes to it, these are kind of like an emergency meal. He will eat them, my children won't. They'll be way too spicy for them, but they were given to me. So I'm not turning down free food. I don't look a gift horse in the mouth. We will use that at some point. What's this? Pasta sauce. This is going to be an idea for a Sunday lunchtime. My children love what we call red pasta, which is a tomato based pasta sauce just on pasta with a bit of cheese. So that's going to be that. So pasta sauce. Get that written down so we know we've got that. I've got wraps. What could I do with wraps? Again, I do like quesadillas, but it's more of a as and when we need them type of thing, not a prep in advance type of thing, because I've got more wraps there. I've got potatoes. So I have potatoes, but they're cut for roasting or mashed potatoes. If I write potatoes, so we know we've got them. I always have raw potatoes as well, ready to go. I have carrots. These were all the carrots I prepped from when they were 15p at Christmas. So we're still working through them. So I've got carrots. Because you can't go wrong if you just need to buy some sausages, and I've got sausages. Make up some mashed potato, put some carrots, a bit of gravy, sorted. Oats. Did you know you can freeze oats? These are quite out of date. 2022. What I'm going to do with these, because obviously clearly these are not being eaten, I'm going to put them in a bag, and my children will use these throughout the summer when we go to the boating lake to feed the birds. These aren't getting eaten. We prefer smooth porridge, so that's freeing up some space. Now, I don't know what's in this. What's in this? Oh dear, now that is freezer burnt cauliflower. Oh dear, that's going to have to go in the food recycling. This is why you should sort through your freezer, guys, more than I do. That's a waste of cauliflower. Now that's annoyed me, that has. So, I've got more wraps. These ones I've got to be careful I don't break them until they're defrosted or they will snap in half. So I think I'm actually going to keep all the wraps for the summer holidays. Make quesadillas and little toasties. I think that's a good idea. My daughter and I like wraps. My son doesn't like them so much, so I can just defrost a bread roll and do the same for him. Ice for the Pims, obviously. I've got more ice somewhere. Down the bottom, is it? More lollies. I always buy the cheap little lollies just to tide us over through summer. Oh, that's not going to stay, is it? And oh my goodness, guys, I forgot this was even in here. Well, not this. This is garlic bread. I'm going to use this. We're going to have pizza. So garlic bread equals pizza. I can buy pizza really cheaply. Cauliflower and broccoli. This is good because my son is one of the only veg he likes is broccoli. He will eat peas and things. Broccoli, garden peas. But look what I was talking about. We've got a whole turkey. I'm not cooking it up in this next 2 weeks. It's just, you've got to be aware as well how long these things take. So if you're having a tight week and you've got a turkey in your freezer, unless you really, really have nothing else to eat, I'm not wasting electric cooking this. So, because if I do this, I want to do fancy curries and things with all the leftovers. And yeah, I'm not putting this in my oven for hours and wasting electric until I've got a bit more money in my budget and I can make more use of the meals properly. Like proper, you want to enjoy it, don't you? A curry, you want a casserole, the actual bird itself. So, more big bagels, more bread rolls, more ice. And this is what I was looking for. This is all 15p veg from Christmas too, and it's a stew mix. And like I said, I've got stewing beef reduced, so we're going to make that. What else have we got in here? Farmhouse mixed vegetables. And another one of the farmhouse mixed vegetables. So I'm moving these to the top so they get used. So, stew mix. And, as always, emergency milk. So, let's have a little look, get things back. I'm putting this turkey in the bottom. Why are there paintbrushes in my freezer? That's my kids. So, let's figure out how I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to put the ice cream there. Now I'm going to get the newer bread rolls to freeze and put them in first. I'm just going to put this meat in the freezer as well, because this is the what we're not using right yet. Might use it next week, so this is why I get the reduced stuff. So, kicking off this cooking session, I will show you if we do any other bargain meals, but for today I'm going to be doing the stew in the slow cooker. So let's have a look at what this mix looks like. It's not too bad. The onion could have seen better days. There's onion, sprouts, potatoes, carrots. I'm going to add some more carrots because I've only got this much meat. So, and these edamame beans. I'm bulking it out with veg. That's another tip. Bulk out with veg, lentils. You can bulk out stews and spaghetti bolognese and all with oats because it just soaks up the flavour. But I've got plenty of veg to be getting through. So what I will do then, I probably won't use all these carrots for that. I'll put some in here with some sweet corn. I'm going to get that going, and I'm going to not put onion in my savoury mince because my children will pick it out and notice it. in a stew, because it breaks down so much, they don't tend to notice it. And I do try to scoop out the bits they're more likely to eat, and then me and my husband eat the rest. But yeah, so half of these carrots in here, half of that with some sweet corn, which I have in the freezer. And yeah, but this I'm going to do on the hob. So let's get started. The final meal I'm making to go in the freezer today is using leftover hot dog sausages. I'm not cooking anything today, I'm just prepping it. It can be frozen as it is and then cooked when I want it, and I'll crack on and show you that one. These in the freezer, but if you're using pots like this, make sure they're frozen solid upright before you tip them or stack them, otherwise you might end up with spills. Okay, so I've decided this video is going to be in 2 parts for the 2 weeks, the £50 a week budget. So I'm going to do my meal plan for this week coming using the inventory I took from my freezer. So kicking off, we're going to, for breakfast, we always have cereal, toast, and the kids have natural yogurt and strawberries. Depends what we have each day, so I need to make sure I have that on my meal plan, the ingredients for that. Lunches are going to be packed lunch kind, so I need bread, sandwiches, ham. I always buy brioche and croissants for my daughter's lunchbox. We also have crisps, fruit, and some kind of chocolate biscuit. So it's going to be a variation, and I just need the basics first. So that's what I need for that. And the teas. The tea is what we call dinner here. So we're going to do the steak baguettes and bread rolls. I'll defrost for my children. They won't tend to eat the crusty baguettes. They prefer like the burger rolls. I put it 1 to 7, but this will be in whatever order I do it. We're going to have roasties and the savoury mince I made. We are also going to have pizza and garlic bread. We're going to have stew. We are going to have, what was it? I think it macaroni cheese, because I've got the So we need to buy cheese. Like, I'll go through this when I do my shopping list, and I'll pick out anything I need and add it to the shopping list. Macaroni cheese, pita tacos, and the final one, I had thought of something. I'm trying to, pizza, stew, pasta will be lunch. Oh yeah, I'm going to do on a Sunday, I'm going to do the pasta sauce, aren't I, for a lunch. So what we do, don't forget, roasties and savoury mince, pizza and garlic bread, the stew, macaroni cheese, the pita tacos. I might just do a beans on toast with a fried egg on top. Beans on toast with an egg, because that will keep the budget low. So working from this, I'm going to now do my shopping list. So I only need 1 box of cereal because I've got cereal. I need bread. I need 2 of the Greek yogurts. And I've got strawberries. And I'm probably also going to make the breakfast lollies. If I do that, I'll show you that. And that will be an extra there for the next 2 weeks. Lunch, I've got the bread. Need to add ham, brioche, croissants. I need to get some crisps. I need to get fruit, but as I'm not actually shopping until around Friday, I'm going to see how much fruit of what we've got left, because my children have been leaving the kiwis and they'll need to be eaten. So that's how I do it. Like, as it comes to the day, I will then see how much fruit and things we have left. Chocolate/chocolate biscuits. By that I mean, like, you can get some Bourbon biscuits and the lunchbox biscuits like the Viscounts or the Snappy Fingers. I've got pasta sauce. I've got pasta. I don't need that. I'm going to need milk for cereal. I do also get my children some cheese strings. I'm going to see what's on offer. I always see if it's pepperoni cheese strings, the lunchboxy type things. I see what's on offer. So we're going to need sliced beef. I buy the it from where you buy the cooked meats. We've got horseradish. The children will just have it with gravy. Roasties and savoury mince. I don't need anything for that. I need 2 times pizza to feed the 4 of us, with garlic bread. I might put chips with it, I might not. It depends. If we're having half a pizza each and garlic bread, we don't need chips. Stew, I shouldn't need anything to go with that. Macaroni cheese, so I'm going to need cheese. Everything else comes in that kit, and I do have macaroni. So pita tacos, I've got the mince. I need taco seasoning. I need tomatoes and lettuce. I just buy small ones, then I will eat that in sandwiches for lunch. And I'm gonna get salsa and sour cream. Again, we just use these up throughout the week with lunches. Beans on toast. I need to get eggs, and I might get an extra 2 tins of the cheap beans, as they're always handy to have, because I think if I use my beans, they'll be gone other than what's in my stockpile, and I don't want to touch my stockpile. So let me have a little think. Do we need toilet roll? I don't think we need toilet roll this week. I've got a stash. We don't need fabric conditioner or washing powder, as I have a stash, or washing up liquid. So I'm going to have a quick look in my cupboards to see if anything jogs my memory. I just had my memory jogged. I want to make little jelly pots. So we're going to be making some jelly pots. And I'm going to be baking. Do I need anything? Got the eggs, butter. I'm going to need butter either way. Butter. Got milk. Oh, juice. As in, like, squash for the children. I buy 2 little bottles. I think, unless in the next few days now, if someone comes to me, like my daughter might say we need feminine hygiene products, my husband might say I need deodorant, things like that, then they get added to the list. But I think we're covered for the main food items. Things we need. Tea bags we have sweeteners and sugar. We have ice lollies, so that's plenty of puddings. My children do like a pudding after tea, but if I'm doing jelly pots, I'm baking, and we have ice lollies, that will be plenty. So I will let you know how much this costs me. I'm now going to add the gravy granules because my stew is done. Remember, little at first and then see how you go. I'm going to give it a good mix in. I also forgot to say at the beginning when I was showing you what I got reduced. I paid £16.32 for all the stuff I had reduced. Oh, I put the lids away. Hang on. So obviously I've got to take that off of my £100 total, so £16.32. And obviously I'm not having that as like the first week budget because we'll be eating them over the 2 weeks. But I will take the £16.32 off of the £100 for 2 weeks budget. Hi guys, this is my shopping day. I've been and I've done my shop. This is everything I got: crisps, lunchbox things, meals, yogurt, fruit, bread. I even got some treats. And in total, let me just find my receipt. This cost me £35.18. So it's 35.18. Remember, this isn't my whole shop. I did the reduction shop, and I've shopped my pantry, well, my freezers first before sorting out this meal plan. But yeah, I'm happy with that. That's going to see us through the first week. The reduced items I bought came to £16.32 the other day. So with the £35.18 today, that's £51.50. And for a budget of £50 per week for 2 weeks, I think that's great, considering a lot of the reduced items and things that are in my freezer and all are going to like last into the second week. So hopefully that will bring the cost down. We shall see. I had to buy mushrooms today. I forgot on my shop, so I had to pop into the shop to get mushrooms for one of my meals this week. So that was an extra £1.19. It's midweek now. I've used my store voucher to buy some more bread and some more milk, and I'm about to make some treats. I'm going to make one part of the jelly now. We're midway through the week and we've been using the biscuits and things I bought for lunch boxes and treats, and now everyone's ready for something a bit different. So I'm going to make this up and put it in the fridge. I've got the other, because it came as a 2-pack, the other one for next week. I'm going to crack on and do that, and I'm also going to make some very, very simple squash, as in the drink squash lollipops for the freezer. When I make up lollies for the freezer, I use natural yogurt, frozen bananas, blend it up and pour it in here with some flax seeds or spinach, whatever I've got. As this is a budget, quick treat idea for like an after tea pudding, I am making squash lollies. You know, if you want to make healthy ones, you can use yogurt, you can use a bit of milk and frozen bananas, but these are just a treat. That's all I'm really going to be making for this week. I will throw in a little montage of the meals we have had, the 7 meals for our budget week.